The final moments of the night are slowly fading away. Silence wraps itself around everything like a thick blanket. A cool wind moves gently through the air, carrying the scent of dirt and dust. The world itself seems to be holding its breath, waiting for what comes next. And then, a sound cuts through quiet, like a sharp blade tearing through silk. A deep, aggressive engine roar that shakes the ground and echoes across the empty landscape. This is more than just a motorcycle sitting on the starting line. This is a hunter in its natural environment, a predator built with a single purpose in mind. This is Dirt Shark, Sharkfire. When Ducati brings its world-class engineering to the table, when decades of racing knowledge are poured into every component, and when a living legend like Tony Cairoli pours his soul, his experience, and his passion into every detail. What results from that combination is not simply a vehicle made of metal and rubber. It is a force of nature that cannot be contained, an unstoppable machine that refuses to be tamed by anyone who tries to control it. The first rays of sunlight touch the untouched dirt as morning finally breaks over the horizon. Sunrise. The track beneath begins to glow with warm golden light, revealing every bump and curve. A rider steps forward from the shadows where he was waiting. His movements are calm, his mind is focused, his spirit is completely unstoppable. He reaches for his helmet resting nearby. He pauses for a brief moment, letting the weight of the moment sink in. He shuts his eyes and blocks out the world around him. He breathes in slowly, deeply, letting the tension build inside his chest. Then he opens his eyes. Now, he is fully prepared for whatever lies ahead on this track. The engine explodes to life with a thunderous roar that echoes everywhere. Fire. Dirt Shark awakens from its slumber, like a beast rising from deep sleep. Tires dig deep into the loose ground, searching for grip. Dust rises toward the sky, like smoke from a fire, and the bike shoots forward with the speed of a lightning bolt striking the earth. It feels as if the ground itself is surrendering beneath the wheels, giving way to something greater. Every turn on this track becomes a dangerous test of skill and courage. Every leap into the open air is a gamble against gravity and fear. Every second demands complete focus and total commitment. But that is the true nature of the sport we love. There is no room for hesitation here on this dirt. No space for fear take hold in the mind. Only the rider, the machine, and the path ahead. High-speed sequence with intense visuals and rising energy. Speed continues to climb higher with every passing second. Wind strikes the rider's face like a solid wall of air. Heartbeats grow louder inside the helmet, faster with each turn, more urgent with each straight line. But the rider blocks out all distractions and focuses on only one thing. The finish line waiting patiently ahead, just beyond reach. When Dirt Shark takes the air and leaves the ground behind, time seems to slow down to a crawl, stretching every moment. The world fades away into nothing but blurred colors. Everything around becomes silent, as if the universe paused. And all that remains in that perfect moment is the sound of a single pulse beating with purpose and determination. Red heart. Slow motion, landing with dramatic detail. Then, the crash back to reality hits hard. A violent return to the solid ground below, but executed with absolute control and surgical precision. This is what genuine power looks like when it is fully mastered. This motorcycle does not simply offer you raw speed and acceleration. It offers you complete command over every movement, unshakable certainty in every decision you make. It transforms you from an ordinary person into what you were always destined to become. Race intensifies with growing tension and competition. Now the real fight begins on this track. Riders push themselves far beyond their usual physical and mental limits. All of them are competing fiercely for that one front position everyone desires. But in the middle of all this chaos, Dirt Shark is not here simply to take part in the competition. It is here to rule over everyone else who dares to stand in its way. Crown fire. One after another, the challengers fall behind. They fade away in the mirrors, shrinking into small dots, lost in the thick cloud of dust rising from the track. Soon, only one name remains visible at the very front. Dirt Shark, in the rider's gaze behind the visor. There is pure intensity that cannot be described in words. Every single gear change happening in milliseconds. Every twist of the throttle with precise control conveys only one clear and powerful message. I will not stop moving forward. I will not give up until I cross that line. The biggest jump of the race approaches quickly. This is a defining instant that everyone has been waiting for. Everything is now at stake in this single moment. All eyes in the arena are watching with intense anticipation. The rider pushes the throttle to full power without hesitation, and Dirt Shark launches into the open sky with incredible force and grace. Motorcycle dashing away. This is not just a jump over dirt and distance. This is a bold declaration made to everyone watching from every corner. We did not come here to simply participate today. We came here to win. Crowd erupts with uncontrollable energy and excitement fire. The landing strikes the ground with tremendous force that shakes the bike. Dust explodes outward in every direction. An entire arena explodes with raw energy and deafening sound. This is the moment that everyone present will remember. Everything was built and prepared for this exact second. But this entire story is not simply about winning a single race. It is about falling down hard when no one expects it to happen, fracturing under the weight of pressure and expectations, and rising again stronger than before, ready for the next challenge. Tony Cairoli did not become a legend in this sport overnight. Behind every single victory displayed to the world, there are countless defeats that no one sees behind the scenes. Hours of pain, sacrifice, and determination that built the foundation. And that is exactly what sets Dirt Shark apart from every other machine. Ducati did not simply construct a motorcycle with advanced technology. They constructed a vision that carries weight and meaning, a dream that lives in every rider's heart, waiting to be unleashed when the moment comes. Fire. Sunset scene with peaceful and calm color sunset. The long and intense day comes to a peaceful close. The track falls into complete silence after hours of chaos. But Dirt Shark remains standing in the fading golden light, as if it is quietly speaking to anyone who will listen. This is not the conclusion of the journey we started together. This is only the beginning of something much greater ahead. This motorcycle is built for those who shatter every limit placed before them, who never take a single step backward when challenges arise, who refuse to surrender no matter what stands in their way on the road ahead. This is Dirt Shark, and this is only the beginning. Shark Fire.